I'm not really sure how this footage is gonna look because it probably looks to you guys like it's pretty dark out here. And it is dark, but normally it wouldn't be dark this time of day. And the problem that I'm having right now is that we have wildfires burning all around us. And what you see up there that kind of looks like dark clouds is actually smoke. I'm just lucky that for whatever reason right now the smoke is all lifted. I don't have a lot of it down here on ground level where I'm at. If we look off into the horizon, you can kind of see where each one of them is, and hopefully they stay far away like they are now. A little over a week ago, I ran all the cows through the chute here to give them a fly treatment. And while I was doing that, I came across a young heifer that was having a problem on one of her back legs. In this video, I'm going to show you guys what I finally diagnosed her with, how I treated it, and then we'll go back out into the pasture and see how she's doing. That's what we're doing today on Farmer Tyler Ranch. Well, we're getting the cows thinned down pretty good, but I've got this one heifer here that has got a little bit more going on than just flies. I noticed when I was bringing them in here that she's limping pretty bad on that back foot. So I don't know if it's a case of hoof rot or what's going on, but I want to try to get her in by herself, and we'll actually put her in the chute and get a closer look. So I'm thinking because she's standing right here by the gate, I might be able to just walk her right in here and not get anybody else. So that's what we're going to try. You going to cooperate? Okay, come on, huh? Come on. Yeah, you don't feel too good, I can tell. Foot's real swollen. Come on, dear. Don't kick me, okay? That's the deal. Come on, dear. See here, this foot, how swollen it is, and it's not cracked yet. Sometimes you can reach in there and feel like a foreign object such as a rock or, heaven forbid, a nail, but it is dangerous because they do want to pick their foot up and dance around a little bit sometimes. So you got to be real careful if you're going to do this. And my way of thinking is as soon as she moves that foot, I just get my hand out of there, because I can always put my hand back in if it's not hurt, but if it gets injured, then this day starts looking a lot different. So I'm going to reach in there and see what I can feel. All right, there, mommy. Feel anything in there, so feel a little warm. Well, after feeling around in there, I can't feel any foreign objects, so I think it's just her foot's swollen. It could be a couple things. She could have just stepped on it wrong and hurt it, or it could be hoof rot. So because her overall demeanor suggests, thank you. Her overall demeanor suggests that she's not feeling very well. You notice that she's not running, she's not excitable. She acts like she just doesn't feel good. So that, to me, suggests some sort of infection like foot rot. So we're gonna go ahead and give her some antibiotics and turn her back out. It used to be when I had a cow with a bad foot like this that I would lock them up and keep them in the corral until they were feeling better. But what I noticed started happening is that when you pull a cow out of the herd for a couple weeks and then you reintroduce them, they got to fight and they got to figure out who's the boss and go through that whole thing again. And that's about the last thing you want them doing when they're just coming off of a foot injury. So I have found that it's better to just let them run with the cows, keep a close eye on them. The pastures where they're gonna be, she'll have plenty to eat and plenty to drink. So there's really nothing better in here that I could give her than what she'll have out there. And then she won't have to go through that whole pecking order conversation when she gets reintroduced. So I think we'll go ahead and give her a shot and send her on her way. Now, this is a bred heifer, so she doesn't have a calf on her yet. She's too young. So I don't have any problem spraying this fly spray down on her legs because I know there's not going to be a calf down there looking for something to eat. And she's got flies pretty bad, and that's another thing when cows aren't feeling well, they just don't have the energy or the desire to swat flies. So you'll notice that's actually a dead giveaway that a cow is feeling kind of sick if she's got a lot of flies on her and she's not swatting them off. And that's kind of exactly what she's doing. So we're going to try to help her out with that. I have to open this gate for you. Sorry. About a week since she got that treatment, so let's run out into the pasture and see how she's doing now. Here she is, number 51, and she is a little bit camera shy, so I'm having to try to sort of walk with her a little bit to keep her in the shot. But as you can see, as she takes a few labored steps, she's still not 100%. That foot is definitely still bothering her, but I can see that the swelling's gone down a little bit and her overall demeanor has improved quite a lot. You can see the way that she is eating vigorously. That's a great sign. When I came up to her, she sort of perked up, held her head up, perked her ears up, all things that encourage me and make me think that maybe she's going to be feeling pretty good in about another week. Because of the way that she's progressing, I don't think a second treatment is going to be necessary. I think the best thing that I can do is just sort of get out of her way and let her do her thing and just sort of heal up on her own. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys, and I hope I'll see you again on Farmer Tyler Ranch.